Cam Newton, the rookie from Bama, impressed in his preseason debut last week, but not enough for Bill Belichick to tell anyone about any new plans for the season opener. So, Shannon, who will start week 1 for the Patriots?
I believe it's Cam Newton. I haven't seen anything. Now, obviously, Skip, that could change tonight if Cam stinks it up and Mac goes out there and plays well, because I believe everybody's going to script it. We're going to script plays to try to do something against their defense and vice versa. But if Cam goes out there and stinks it up and Mac Jones continues to play well, well, then we might have a different discussion. But I believe as we sit here and discuss this topic currently, Skip, I believe Cam Newton is going to start. I'm looking at their schedule. Open up, they get the Dolphins at home, they get the Jets at home, at the Jets, Saints, and then week 4, we know who comes to town. The most sought after ticket in regular season. This might be Super Bowl. Coach Belichick believes he has a team that can go compete for a championship and can at least make the playoffs. And I don't believe he's going to trust that to a rookie. I don't believe Cam Newton will get as long a leash as he had last year. Now, Skip, COVID, we've heard people say COVID does to different people, it does different things. Yep. Jason Tatum says he still didn't feel right after COVID. Cam said it did a number on him. Lamar Jackson had it, said it did a number on him the first time. So for me, Skip, I believe it's going to be Cam Newton. I also believe that neither one of these guys have been told anything. We might not know until, Skip, opening day, whoever runs out there with the starting offense, that's going to be the starting quarterback.
I'll buy that.
For Coach Belichick to sit down, Coach Belichick ain't finna divulge that kind of information. And we won't know until whomever's under center, the first offensive snap, that's the starter. But I believe it's going to be Cam Newton.
I don't. I do think tonight is a huge night for both these quarterbacks. As it fell out this year with just the 3 preseason games, it's now clear to me that the second week, even though the Cowboys in Pittsburgh played the extra one of the Hall of Fame.
But then it'll be game 3.
Yes. But most teams are targeting game 2 as the dress rehearsal.
Correct.
And I believe tonight will be the night. I can't wait. I'll be on the edge of my seat because this is a serious quarterback competition.
Yeah.
A 50-50 battle between these two.
I believe it's the most serious one of all the other quarterbacks.
I'll buy that. In the end, I believe that Bill Belichick will go with your guy, Mac Jones, because Cam has never quite been his flavor, however you want to say it. It's not his cup of Gatorade. It's Cam Newton, who Bill had to reach for in a little bit of desperation because he got caught. He didn't have an answer to Tom Brady the first year. And this time, obviously, in the draft, Mac fell in his lap. It wasn't at the top of the draft, but as he slowly fell down, 15, he was right there. And all of a sudden, he's got his, quote-unquote, Tom Brady. It wasn't a 6th rounder, but it was a guy who was a little off the top of the draft radar. So he takes a shot there on a kid who clearly, I've never had a problem. You love it. You think he's better than any of the young quarterbacks.
No, I think he's the most ready to play of all the rookie quarterbacks.
I think the highest ceiling, as they say, is Trey Lance. And we'll see how that fares. And I think he's got a shot to be the day 1, game 1 starter.
No, I don't think he's starting over Jimmy G.
We'll see what happens there. I think Kyle would like to make him the starter because I don't think they want to suffer through more Jimmy G garbage. You know how he is an accident waiting to happen.
He is, Skip, but in that division, Skip, you got Kyler Murray, you got Matthew Stafford, you got Russell Wilson. That's the toughest division, and I believe he believes Jimmy G gives him the best chance. But in this situation, Skip, I just don't.
Just remember, you're not acknowledging the size of the egos of Bill Belichick, and for that matter, the guy you know, Kyle, because his father was Mike. Obviously, you played for, but Kyle got to a Super Bowl, and he's been a coordinator in a Super Bowl. He thinks, I got my... What did they do? They traded all the way up to 3.
But they kept Jimmy G for a reason. I think ideally, they would like for Jimmy G to start. I believe ideally for Coach Belichick, he would like for Cam Newton to start and hold on to this job. But unlike last year, Cam is going to have more games like Buffalo and Seattle, Skip, as opposed to some of those stinkers that you can't lose to the Broncos. Skip, you remember they lost to the Broncos? You can't lose to the Broncos. You can't lose to some of the...
Not at home.
Lose some of the games that they lost. He's not going to get that kind of treatment because he's looking like, I only got Steers or I got Hoyer. That's not how he's looking at it now. He's like, I got a kid that I drafted in the first round who my former defensive coordinator, who when he vouches for somebody, I take that to the bank. Because Coach Saban gets a lot of Coach Belichick gets a lot of Alabama players.
He does.
I believe Cam starts week 1.
So what have we seen so far from Mac Jones? It's what we saw from him at Alabama.
He's extremely accurate.
And he's a tough kid.
Yeah.
He is mentally and physically tough.
Yes.
Because he took a lot of punishment at Alabama, and he just jumped right up and came right back at you. So I give you all the above. That will all play for Belichick. And what just happened with Cam, the day after the first game was a week ago, tomorrow, actually.
Right.
What did Cam post as Mac was getting all the rave reviews for his first shot when he got a standing ovation for his first performance? Cam posted, loyalty, comma, I deserve it.
Yeah.
And
he was talking about something else.
I know. That's what he said, and I don't discount that. I do believe it was something else, but it was the wrong place and the wrong time, and I'm not sure his head coach will think it was about something else. And his head coach is fully aware of everything that goes on because he wants the Patriot way to be in the locker room. You keep it, everything's under wraps.
He ain't got it yet. Coach Belichick's still on MySpace.
You think so?
Yeah, he ain't got it yet.
I think somebody will bring this to his attention, and he will not love it, and he will say, that post is why I'm not completely sold on Cam Newton, because I'm not sure he's completely sold on the way we do business here. We don't bare our souls on social every other day.
Skip, he's kind of let Cam, I mean, you see how Cam is. I mean, you'd never saw Brady doing some of the things that Cam do at practice and all the dancing and all the singing and having a good time. So he's kind of loosened the reins, so to speak, somewhat. Now, he's still Coach Belichick. You still check your ego, leave your ego at home, come in here, what's best for the team, not what's best for you, what's the best thing for the team, and basically what I say goes. And he hasn't deviated from that, but I just think the thing is that he believes right now, I believe, could be wrong, we'll see, I guess, what, September the 12th? Because the first game is September 9th, September 12th.
Yep.
We'll see, but I believe Coach Cam gives them the best chance to win right now.
What would do the best, what would satisfy the ego of Bill Belichick the greatest? It would be to take Mac Jones and get him ready for the 4th game of the year and to beat Tom Brady with Mac Jones. You don't think that would do wonders for Belichick's battered ego?
Do you really want to put Mac Jones against that Tampa's defense?
Maybe. I could ask the same question about Cam Newton.
Yeah, but
from what we saw down the stretch last year.
I believe Cam is a year removed from that shoulder surgery. I believe Cam is has an extra year up on his belt of this offense. He has a better understanding of what is expected of him. Cam is finally healthy. I like Cam to start. I'm not saying Cam is going to finish the season. That's a whole different debate that I'm sure we're going to have at some point in time if and when Cam will be replaced.
You said the readiest of the rookies to start is Mac Jones.
Yes.
I think Bill Belichick would concur.
But the other guys, you look at the guy in Jacksonville, Trevor Lawrence, you look at, they don't, Zach Wilson and Jets, they don't even have any, so they're going to start.
Yep.
At least Jimmy G's going to a Super Bowl. Cam has gone to a Super Bowl and been an MVP. So it's not like they got, guys that haven't won in this league in front of them. Now, the question is, how long will they start? I believe both guys start. I believe Jimmy G starts. I believe Cam starts. Another question, but I'm sure we're going to have at some point in time in this 18-week season, when are they going to Trey Lance and Mac Jones?
Okay, I'm on record. Mac starts game 1.
How much do we got?
You should love that.
Any do?
Huh?
Any do? Put
Any
a case.
do on
Put a case on it.
No, I'm going to wait. I got to see what happens tonight.
Tonight?
Yep.
Okay, so tomorrow.
I'll go.
Possibly.
Okay. When we get there, I'll show you.
Tomorrow, we got to take
I'm going to bring this up right away tomorrow.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Okay, we will be watching. And will we also be watching this? A bounce-back year from Zeke Elliott this season. Legendary running